narrates the way, and the ever-steady Styx boy shall ride away your brain. Bad to the bone, Bruce the Furnace, pick up my days on days, and the great Tom Clover's global fence have bad writing to slay. We are all damage on damage. We are all damage on damage. We are all damage. The qualified, we are prepared.
Welcome back to the Qualified. What's going on, everyone?
What's up?
It's another Friday night. We're here. Dom's here. Styx is in here in voice, I guess.
Yeah, Styx is in his car driving.
I'm here.
He's in transit.
He's in transit. Speaking about driving, my brother got stuck in Jersey, another pothole. Those big potholes that are happening all over the place. All of a sudden, the mysterious potholes.
Excuse you, Dom. And the heart of the show, Joe's Duelin. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Now you can ramble on. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Joe.
No, you're fine. Those potholes are crazy, man.
They're popping up all over the place now.
I mean, we had a lot of cold weather, a lot of ice gets down in under that asphalt and the fans. It's like a mysterious portals are opening up worldwide. Yeah.
Game. Everybody becoming
Not even 5 minutes in.
Yes.
The Styx will be coming out soon. And
fucking land of lost, baby. Watching Lou and Holly on a routine expedition. The greatest earthquake ever known.
Sorry, we got no Jedi this week. He has some work obligations. If he gets out early, he might pop in.
But he did write something in the chat saying, "Can you feel it? Feel what?" That's the question.
Oh my.
I don't know. Can you feel his hemorrhoids? What? I don't know. What is he talking about?
Can you feel it? I don't know.
Can you feel it? Yeah, if you ever hear hemorrhoid problems, there's ointment for that. And, you can always call up ARP for all your medical needs.
You can either get Hazel Witch wipes or Operation H. And then you
get one of those little inflatable donuts. Sit on.
Or laser surgery, whatever you want.
Let's say hi to the chat. GT Comics, what's going on, buddy? We got Tommy Longbox Freaks on Friday. Have a good show, gents. I'll catch you on the rewind.
Thank you, Tom.
Hello. I tried to feel it. She got mad and told me to go away.
That happens. That happens. Yeah, you must ask for consent nowadays. That's
consent, buddy. Consent.
Yes.
Red Shirt Life. Evening, all. Barlord. Wow. I have the books on the right and left in the thumbnail. Nice. Chucky. Yo, dudes. Dave's collection. Evening, good people.
What's up, Dave?
Grumpy G, what's going on? Almost lost my front end and pothole today.
Oh, you see? There you go. Those potholes, those things are opening up, man.
Grumpy, be careful out there. You got a con to go to in Alabama. Get stuff signed, I'm assuming.
That's it.
I feel good when I have books in the thumbnail. Jedi is watching NCAA basketball.
I think Jedi is stuck working.
Although
I haven't watched any of the tournament.
All I know is it preempted my soaps this week, so I wasn't happy.
Aww.
I normally just wait till the Sweet 16, then I kind of start watching. But
you can never watch that episode again because they don't put them on reruns.
That's not the point.
Can you watch those episodes again?
No, they won't play episodes until it's over.
So all those episodes are they going to start from where they left off, or are they going to just?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So let's get into the OLI.
Okay, let's do it. I have to bring all my shit up because I'm slow today. So let's do it. Oh, that's the. Hey, it's not that one. It's not that one, kids. It's this one.
Three River Comics. What's up, man?
I don't think I can visit Alabama. I might become a prisoner of war.
Damn.
Three Rivers. Yo, Dashley, Dom, Boisterous Bruce, and John T. Joe's Duelin. All right. First up on this list, I actually have a few books on this list. World's Finest, 37, nearly 20 sales between $10 and $15. A few sales reached 40 to 45. And this is, who does this cover, Joe?
Yasmin Putri.
Putri. You've been talking about Putri for a while.
I learned it from another gentleman who's far wiser than me, James Kreider, who was talking up Putri covers, saying, "Hey, there seems to be a little heat going on with Putri covers." So,
you guys get the cover?
Yeah.
I have a handful of Putri stuff. I think I have this one on its way somewhere. I dug it out of somewhere. But,
Yeah, this is
I'm sorry, Bruce.
125. So
I just noticed a bat symbol like way all the way up near. I thought there was a bat signal on Batman. I had to look very closely. It's right there. It's underneath your thing. If you don't look quick enough, it looks like it's not there. The way, if you look,
what are you talking about?
The bat symbol on Batman.
What is he? Oh, somebody else.
No, bat symbol. Batman's upside down. The bat symbol looks like it wasn't there. I thought
Where
it
do you
was
see the bat signal in this picture?
right there. The bat on his chest. His his bat.
You mean his
insignia? Yeah,
logo
yeah.
on his chest?
yeah, it's logo.
I'm looking in the
Oh,
sky
the logo,
over here.
the
for
logo.
bat signal.
No, not the signal.
Wait, what?
No, the bat logo. I didn't see it. I had
Logo.
It looked like it got mixed. It got drowned in with the him upside down and.
Snap it to a Slim Jims. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
God,
Putri has had some great covers over the years. It is definitely an under the radar artist. She has some pretty good stuff out there on the Marvel side and the DC side. So get out there digging. There's a lot of back issue stuff.
Yeah. Most shops are selling them for under ratio right now. So you never know where this book is gonna go. DC 1 in 25 they have a habit of selling low, then picking up steam, then disappearing.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
What was that car guy?
You buy them all. That's why they disappear.
I buy them all.
World's Finest is a decent title. I just don't know how many stores are buying massive copies of World's Finest.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
good book.
Good cover.
It's a decent cover.
I like it.
Yeah.
Next up,
See?
we have Daredevil 58, 10 sales between $5 to $20. Blah, 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 Daredevil show, blah, 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 Daredevil show.
Yo, freaking blah, blah, blah. The Daredevil show is friggin' awesome, son. It is
I
awesome.
enjoy it.
And this week's episode, that shit was great, man. The dialogue
That was
between
great.
the dialogue between friggin' Frank and friggin' goddamn Matt. Dude,
We've
that
seen
shit
that
is-
happen in season 2 of Daredevil.
Dude, let me tell you something. The two best shows that Disney Plus has spawned is Andor season 1 and friggin' goddamn Daredevil. Those are the two best damn shows that they showed on Disney Plus.
Daredevil was not that great.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, Daredevil is great, man. Yo, dude, you don't like Daredevil because you're a Batman fan. You're a DC crony.
It's
So I'm sorry.
okay. A D-list level character, blah, 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 Daredevil, blah, blah, blah.
That shit is
I don't know.
badass.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
That shit is badass. One of the best shows that Disney Plus has put out.
Well, maybe when it picks up steam and stop being boring with some action, then I'll get invested. But
Dude,
I'm just not invested.
Dude, let me tell you
I told
something. The
you
whole
how I feel
fact is
about
that
courtroom dramas.
it's a courtroom drama too because he's a
I
lawyer.
know. I told you how I feel about those.
He will pick up the. Yo, it's gonna start picking up after this episode. Yo, dude, 2 episodes this week coming up. It's gonna be friggin' great.
I'm glad you feel that way. Hopefully the views pick up too.
Nah, because it's all the people that all the shit they put out before. I understand they don't want none of the Disney crap. That's why they freaking get mad. But I'm telling you, they're missing out on a great freaking show. And if it comes from me, that means it's fucking valid.
Oh, because your opinion means so much.
Yeah, my opinion means a lot, son.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Holy crap!
Fuck that.
I'm enjoying the show. I don't need a ton of action all the time. I'm happy with the story and
I like the
following the
slow
story.
build.
So I'm happy with it.
Great.
The audience, to be fair, Dom loved Moon Knight. So there you go. Take that for what it's worth. Next up,
I didn't say Moon Knight. Moon Knight
next
was
up,
okay.
we got Starship Troopers #1. Starship Troopers movie was announced. Blah blah blah. It's not going to pick up. It's not going to be a rehash of the movie. It's going to be a more accurate depiction of the book.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah. I just read it this week.
Yeah, you're gonna have Neil Blomkamp from District 9 doing it. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Styx.
Is that God?
It's a fun series.
God?
Yeah.
God speaking?
Yeah. Hey, I finally have one on this list. Geez, I usually never do, but I have this whole series, so not a bad series.
Sorry, guys, I gotta step away for 1 second. If you get through this, just hit the pickups. I'll be right back.
All right, I got it. So, if you read the book, you know that it's more political, more story-based, driven. I didn't realize how long Rico was in training. My God, he was in training for like 3/4 of the book.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how this is going to go over with audiences, but let's see.
All the new stuff really doesn't go over with people, man. It's just the old stuff, because the new stuff, the writing sucks. But hopefully it turns out good, man. Hopefully it turns out good. The cartoon was good back in the day.
Hot chick shower scene. What? Next up, what do we got? We got New Ages of Atlas #1. Rumors that the team will be appearing in Shang-Chi 2.
What form of the team? That's the thing.
Well, does it really matter at this point?
Well, it does, because
we don't even know when we're getting Shang-Chi 2 anyway.
You can't have Silk in it. You got to have I don't know if you can have Amadeus Chow. You can have Amadeus Chow, yeah, definitely. But there might be some characters that you can't get in there. I don't know.
What do you mean some characters you can't get in there?
Because Disney, some of the other characters, like the rights. I don't know, some of the characters that are Hulk related.
About rights. Disney has full rights of the Hulks.
No, you don't have full rights of the Hulks.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
We've gone over this a million times.
No, they don't have full rights.
Full rights to the Hulk. They could do whatever they want with the Hulk.
Nope.
No,
Not yet. Not yet.
Paramount still owns the rights.
No, figure Universal. Universal still owns the rights.
Yeah,
we've covered this many times on my show.
They can put the Hulk in stuff that has other people in it, but they can't do single Hulk stuff.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah,
I'm not looking it up because I know.
No, you don't know. You don't know. You're a DC guy. You don't know. The Hulk is still owned by Universal.
Disney. They can do whatever they want.
No, the Hulk and Namor are still owned by Universal.
What?
The freaking goddamn Disney's not owned them yet.
Where'd you see this at?
Look it up. It's been like
during the show. It's not my thing to do research during the show. We have fans here waiting to see us, and it doesn't matter because
get a new research.
This is not happening for a long time.
Because I'm right. That's all that matters.
You're
right.
Never right.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Yes, I am right. I am right.
This is what happens when Joe walks away.
Nope, I am right. See, that's another thing. You freaking guys hold me back. See, Universal owns the Hulk. Nope. Universal owns the Hulk.
Nope. Moving on.
Yes.
We got Spider Island #1. Spider-Man 4 rumors that the villain is going to show up in Spider-Man 4. Well, I don't know why people are chasing this book, but I think this is more to do with Secret Wars instead of the original Spider Island story, which took place in ASM 666 to 673. Gunslinger, what's going on, buddy?
So they must be specking on whether like a Battle World Spider Island instead of like a regular Spider Island like we got here.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes kind of sense because
you know what, Bruce? You're right.
I know I'm right.
Well, because 2023, towards the end of 2023, I thought they still owned it Universal. It says Universal no longer holds the rights to the Hulk for solo films. Marvel retained those rights in 2023. I did not know that because the last thing I heard
it was like I said earlier, Dom. I'm not yelling. I'm very peaceful right now.
They said allowing them to have series without Universal involvement. There you go. All right, you're right.
We have covered that many times on my show over the last year with the rights for the Hulk and other characters. Disney has the rights back to all characters.
Not Spider-Man.
Well,
That's the best
well,
one.
they were dumb enough to sell the character.
They needed
Well,
the
what do you want?
money.
They're going bankrupt. What the fuck you want?
Hey, speaking of that, I watched Craven. Oh, that was
I'm
fucking
sorry.
awful.
I did too.
Just remember, guys, the clip that where Dom said Bruce was right, like always. Thank you very much.
Not always. You're wrong in many ways, but you're right.
So,
Hey, I admit, hey, listen, I'm not ashamed in being wrong once.
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 You have like a 89% failure rate when it comes to your spec, your
No.
news.
No, let me
your,
tell you something. All kidding aside,
Your
because when you have people holding you back,
predictions.
when people never give you the credit for the credit's due, and then they try to take it for their own credit. What
Okay.
things I say. Come on, man.
So, you have any thoughts on this, Joe?
No, other than the actual storyline that's relevant is in ASM, not this book, but
Yes.
Yeah.
it is what it is. The market works in mysterious ways.
Oh, I am not watching Electric State. You can have that. You can have it. But I will say this:
Oh,
even though the critics
it's
gave
not
it a
good.
14%, only 14% of critics liked it. The audience score is what, 70, 80?
For Electric State,
Yeah.
it's not very good.
They
No,
said
it's
that the Craven
Not very good at all.
Netflix now.
Yeah,
I love Chris Pratt, but it's not a good movie.
This will be the third flop in a row from the Russo brothers.
I don't know.
So,
I've liked
you know.
some of the other stuff that they've done for Netflix. I haven't had problems with anything except for this.
That's right. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I just didn't dig it.
Three of our comments are right.
Well, I'm glad the audience people like it. At least somebody likes it. That's fine.
Yeah.
I could care less what the critics think. But
Yeah, I don't care about critic scores.
I just want to see
But
Bobby
I
Brown. I
didn't
think
like
I'm going to see freaking this chick. That's it. I'll watch for that.
I just didn't dig it. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. I tried to give it a chance. I kept watching. I was like, I'm not digging this, but I'll give it some more time. No, never pulled through for me.
I just finished what did I finish? Walking Dead City. Oh my god, Negan. Oh, that's the Negan that we needed. Oh, he was so back in form for that show.
It's so
it was so good. So
Once
good.
I fell off of
It's
Walking
been
Dead,
great.
I just don't feel I can bring myself back to it. Maybe I will
Yeah.
at some point and play some
Well-
catch up on some of the side series.
so
But
good.
Well-
it's just that show just turned me off after a while because the cast just kept getting so big, and it's like I want to know what's going on. I don't want to wait 3 weeks to figure out what happens with this character and what's going on because you're going to focus on 3 other characters for the next 3 weeks. It's just
I think what's
know-
good about these side shows is that the cats aren't big. They're focused on the main
Yeah.
characters. And it's 4. It's 4. It's Negan and what's her name?
Negan and Maggie. You got Negan and Maggie. You got
Yeah.
got Daryl and Negan and freaking oh shit
Carol.
freaking
Carol.
Carol, and then you have Rick and Michonne. And they bring another season of that. But
Yeah.
I saw the previews to season 2 of Dead City. That looks good, man. It
Oh
looks
man.
good. I like the first season. And look, I
Dude,
watched.
what Negan did to that guy on the
Yep.
the ramp when he was looking down, he
Yep.
made it rain blood and guts on him. I was like, what?
Yo, listen, Negan apologized to Maggie for what he did, but also at the same time, Negan has to be that Negan. You need Negan like that to be a badass and fucking.
You know, I saw it on Maggie's face. I'm sorry, we derailed a little. Maggie's face when she realized they weren't going to kill him. She was
Yep.
like,
Yep.
what? The whole time she thought they want to kill him, so
I know.
she get her revenge.
Look, the whole fact is, but at the end, they have, look, let's put it this way: they're gonna wind up fucking being lovers afterwards.
Oh, stop!
Yeah.
That's just wrong.
It is wrong, but you know what? It's wrong. In a zombie apocalypse, what's wrong? What's right? You think about it.
All right, moving
Sexy
on.
dreams of Glenn's dangling eye.
I know, right? Wow, your eyes popping out.
All right, for more on the books on the outside looking in, head over to cbsi.com and check out Pete's notes. And also, if you missed the Hot 10 show, you can head over to cbsi.com and read about the books. And after this show, you can go back and rewatch Pete on the Rewind.
You see when the Walking Dead? Okay, so I actually lost. I lost watching it when Glenn hit underneath the dumpster, and you thought he was dead. You didn't know if he was dead or alive. Kind of like it took like the steam out of it.
I was happy when they killed Glenn. But let's do some pickups. Go ahead, Dom. You're first.
Well, I'm first today.
Yeah, you go first.
Nice. All right, listen. Have no comic pickups, but I'm going to show you some hot toys. There you go. There goes. You got Jango Fett. Jango Fett hot toy. You got friggin' Darth Maul. Friggin' Clone Wars Darth Maul.
What? Oh, Clone Wars. Okay, so he has legs.
Yeah, he has legs. Boba Fett, Arena Boba Fett. I have two of these. So this is the sealed one. Grogu and Mando. And he got his all chromed out. Got that. And then the newest acquisition that I got yesterday. Lord Star Killer.
Oh, you know you love your Star Killer.
I love my Star Killer, man. And this is the deluxe set Legends, and I'm happy about this, man. Can't wait to open it.
Nice.
And display it. That's all I have.
Very excited when he opens it and gets to play with his toys.
Yes, my hot toys and my sideshow.
I did not have much this week. I did get my cheeky annual 2025 Jasmine Darnell medal from Kickstarter.
Don't mention medals. I hate medals.
Very pretty in metal. This book only came in metal. There was no other version of it. This is the only cover, only way to get it. And I collect Jasmine Darnell stuff. For Jedi, because Jedi had sent me this book and I had packed it away and didn't get to show it on pickups at one point. But Jedi sent this with some of the whatnot stuff that I had bought from him as well, which was a nice little signed cover of Con Artists. And our friend over at Tales from the Dark Side, JJ, was getting rid of some books, and I knew he had a couple things that I really wanted. This being one of them. I've been looking for this book for a very, very long time at a price that I wanted it at. Die Kitty Die 1, the Darwin Cook cover. I have wanted that very bad. I was very happy to have that. He was nice enough to throw
what is the fair market value of that book?
Who knows? It doesn't sell very often, so it's one of those. It's one of those books. Just all the books I collect, they don't sell very often. So it's like, do you really want to put a comp on something that sold, 4 years ago, or
How old was that book, Joe? That book that Die Kitty Die. How long ago were you trying to find that book?
I mean, I've been looking for a copy at a price that I'm willing to pay for it for 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So that book has been around for a while.
But it's one of those things where like it comes up and you missed it, or or it comes up and it just seems too expensive, or the conditions really screwed up, or whatever. I mean, I went all over Boston Comic Con or Baltimore Comic Con looking for that book. That was one reason I went to the con. Was like, oh, there's no reason I shouldn't find this book here. No. He was nice enough to throw in a nice damn variant as well.
Nice.
Die.
Cool.
And to round out my Darwin Cook collection, another book that I have wanted for quite a long time. And you know what? I will take it. I will take it in a 9.4.
I want that cover too.
I will take it in a 9.4. I don't care. I just want it for my personal collection. I love the
nice.
Book. I love that cover.
It's simple, but impact. It's an impactable cover.
Two major pieces of my Darwin Cook collecting that have been fulfilled today, so I'm very happy with that.
Nice.
That's all I got.
Styx, you want to show? Oh wait, he's not here.
Styx is driving.
All right.
He has to keep his hands on the wheel.
I guess Styx.
Yeah, I can't show you nothing there, Bruce.
He goes, hey, Styx, who's driving? Don't worry about it. He's driving with his knees.
Yeah.
What are you talking about his niece? You got to put 2 phone books in the seat so you can read it.
Damn.
Whatever.
He has the pedals, the hand
Go
pedals.
your damn
for
DC
the rest.
universes, buddy. Let's go. How many DC universes you got this week?
I only got 1 this week. Damn it.
Oh.
But I will say this. I did get one of those great buys on eBay today. It was like 5 in the morning. I woke up for my my morning jog. Yeah.
Your morning jog.
So I went on. I check eBay every time I wake up to see if any new DCUs are on there. And lo and behold, someone is selling Superman's Trial Part 1 and 2. Part 1 is The Man of Steel 50, which one of the books I need. $6. That's a $50 to $60 book. I was like, score. But
Snag that one.
yeah, I know. Hopefully it's in good condition. I didn't care what condition it was. I just bought it. There was no back pictures, but
You gotta start
I
somewhere.
have
It's
it.
just the cover. There's no book at all.
Hey, D, what's going on?
It's coverless.
Hey. Hopefully it's not like my Wonder Woman 106 that I had.
Big piece of
Rusted
chewing gum
staples
stuck in the
a
middle of
90s
it.
book.
Smashed in there.
There should be no rusted staples in a 90s book. I don't know what happened to that book, but no
Moisture.
rusty staples.
Moisture.
Florida.
That's what.
Why it was in
Humidity.
Florida.
Moisture.
All right.
Yeah.
Flash number 1. Such a good read. Such a good read.
It was decent, yeah.
Catwoman, number 74.
Yep.
Panosian. What is it? Psylocke number 5. Rivals.
Okay.
The Avengers. I'm buying Avengers books. Jeez. 24. Little Jeffy. New Gods number 4. Frizen.
Sparta.
Yep. Big Bada.
Yeah, I like Sparta.
Titans 21. Frizen.
There you go.
New Champions number 2. 3. Stowie cover. I love this cover. So good.
I love Sowie. Sowie's fun.
Stowie.
When I saw the cover, I was like, oh, Ryan Gonzalez. But no.
Yeah. What is this? Nightwing 124. I think this is the 1 in 25. I think. Oh, local shop that me and Styx in our area had all their ratios 1 in 25 for like $9.
Oh, nice.
Comic Zone.
Yeah.
Deviant number 9. I think this is the last issue. I could be wrong.
No, I think it's still going. I think it's still going for a while.
Really.
I think I saw in previews it was going. Still
1 in 25 of number 9 on an independent title. I had to grab it.
Yeah. It's a Tinian book, and you know how Tinian books love their ratios.
Sonic, DC Sonic, number 1, the 1 in 25.
Yeah, they're not bad covers for a Sonic DC crossover.
Yeah.
They're fun covers.
The Putri, World's Finest, of course.
There you go.
$9. Silverhawks 2. This is the Lyrics Lee.
Nice.
I think I'm going to get all the character covers. The Mark Spears, Virgin Foil of Silverhawks.
There you go.
Monstar. I also got this cheap. Amazing Spider-Man 1 of 2 photo cover.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I got that.
Forgot about this. I got this. You want to know why I got this?
Because photo covers are awesome.
Yes, and it's the
It's a
only
DCU.
trade paperback
Remark Jeweler.
that has a DCU logo on the back.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow. Okay, there you go.
Sneaky.
Very sneaky.
I love Terry Hatcher.
Really? Oh,
Terry Hatcher was awesome.
She was a fox in Tango and Cash.
oh yeah, this is a great movie.
And then shout out to D Mills that I do my DCU on the Hunt videos with for sending me this great Superman 97 DC Universe logo variant. I had one of these, and when I got it, I opened it, and the back cover was torn about a half of inch of the bottom. I was so pissed.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I had to get Terminator, the Burning Earth #1, 9.6. Everybody know what this is?
Oh, yeah.
It's Terminator Burning Earth #1
Alex Ross.
in a 9.6.
Alex Ross' first work, first art, published art.
First story.
And I won this in a Raz.
Oh, yeah. Razzler.
Razzler. It's a Panosian.
Razzler.
If I can get out this bag. I hate these bags.
Very nice reference.
Oh, it's already, it was double bagged? Oh.
Bruce doesn't partake in the enjoyment that is Seinfeld, so he won't get that.
No. I don't even know what Seinfeld is. Wonder Woman #1.
Oh, God.
The Panosian 1 in 25. And that is it.
Nice roundup. All righty, kids. Well, we have a show.
We have a show
today.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna go through our now and laters. We're gonna do a little trivia. I filled in for Jedi this week with a not comic sale of the week. We're gonna talk a little absolute. We have a nice little Gwenpool since there is a title coming out in May. We figured, hey, let's go back and look at the Gwenpool we knew and loved, and look at some of those covers and kind of follow through. It's not really a huge back catalog for the character. No, it's definitely a character that Marvel doesn't know what they ever want to do with. So it's fun to kind of go look back and maybe remember some covers that we forgot. So for now and later this week, so I it was a bit of a rough week. I wasn't really overwhelmed by too much this week. A few things that caught my eye. It was. There wasn't much that I mean, yeah. I have my own tastes in terms of what I look for in covers for the week, but the Conan, I always love Conan stuff. But this cover D of Conan 19 it's a goddamn cool snake cover. If you like snake covers, and there are people that like snake covers, that's a pretty goddamn good snake cover. Yep. So it was kind of fun. It was fun on the eyes. I liked it. As always, I don't know why people don't keep picking these up. Some people aren't. I don't know why, but the J. Stevens 1 in 10s for Epitaphs from the Abyss, I think they're great. Midtown always has them dirt cheap under ratio for a lot of them, so you can pick them up very reasonably if you go back through the back catalog for some of the earlier ones. But they're a lot of fun. They're always a good Golden Age homage, and J. Stevens is just he's a fun artist. It's good stuff. And while I know Pete put The Last Boy, the Hughes cover, which everybody is wetting their pants over, to me, the true winner of The Last Boy issues this week in terms of cover is without a doubt the Boom Direct Reserve cover, limited to 125. This Andrew Curry Virgin cover is absolutely stunning. The Hughes it's Hughes. I love Hughes. But let's face it, it was an okay cover. It wasn't like, holy shit, Hughes. But this to me was the Last Boy cover that won it for me. So this is something you can, I believe, still pick up on Boom's site. Never sleep on looking for ratios and stuff like that. If it's a Boom book on Boom's website, a lot of times they will have them. A lot of times they will be selling them below ratio in a lot of cases. And I believe this book was $19.99 for the Boom Reserve up there.
Really?
But it was a beautiful cover. I like it. I'm buying it strictly just because I think it's a great cover. I don't think it's necessarily going to ever go up in price or anything, but it's limited. It's pretty, so I'm putting it in a box somewhere. So there we go.
The Hughes,
the Hughes was impossible.
Huh?
The Hughes also sold. The Hughes sold out at. It sold out at Boom. Normally, Boom is like the last place people tend to trickle to pick up those ratios.
What's the Hughes look like? What's the Hughes look like, Jeff?
Can you pull it up, Bruce? It's just a little Tinkerbell.
I'm sorry. The Tinkerbell. That's the one. Yeah, the Tinkerbell. Last preview you showed the Tinkerbell flying.
Yeah,
Tinkerbell movies.
It's a nice cover.
It was on. Joe had it on his.
Yeah. Okay, I remember it from last week. Yeah, he showed it last week. Yeah.
Again, it's a Hughes book. People like Hughes. I'm not going to knock that. People are going to chase Hughes, especially since Hughes isn't necessarily putting out as much work as he used to. So people see a Hughes cover, they're gonna run to it.
It's the Tinkerbell knockers. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
There you go.
But
of course. There we go.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, okay, that one.
It's a nice cover. Again, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad cover. But for my money, I like this cover better. Granted, the Hughes I'm sure will be worth a lot more, but I don't know. This is just a pretty piece of art that seemed a little more unique. So that's what I pulled with this.
Cosmic, you gave me a good idea. I guess we'll be reviewing The Last Boy this week.
Yeah, quick question.
So the Ocean cover, you got a lot of good stuff.
So the last Boy is actually it's a Peter Pan like spin-off or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll know when we read it.
I'm just saying, it got Hook.
But it has Peter Pan and Hook.
Yes, it's in that universe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What was that god?
Neverland universe. In the Neverland universe.
Quit playing with yourself, Kent. So yeah, it's something that'll be fun to read. We should read it this week and see how it is. Well, it's Boom, so I don't know. I'll have to dig up a copy. For the future, I love these EC imprints that Oni Press is doing. You got the Epitaphs from the Abyss, you got the cool whatever it is title, you got the other newer title that's like the fantasy title. You're going to get a horror terror one as well with blood type.
I like all three covers.
Nice Miguel Mercado foil cover. There's a regular cover for it as well of that if you don't want to shill out for the foil, but it's a pretty cover and I've been enjoying those.
And that's a number 1 too, blood type number 1, right?
Yeah.
Oh, damn,
we'll be putting some talent in. It doesn't come out for a couple months. So
I know, but it looks fun. I like
plenty of time.
I want all 3 covers, man. I never want all 3 covers. This is like the first time I've seen 3 covers that I'm definitely freaking intrigued by. Holy shit.
With the I mean my problem is when I do these lists for you guys, I don't do FOC shit. I go out months past, which is why people forget that I have these books on and then they show up on somebody's list. I had that 5 months ago, but so I kind of run out of things to look at because I've been looking out till around June and stuff like that, and then previews get a little slim.
Hey Joe, that second one, the Kickstarter, is that Kickstarter going on now?
Yes, it is going on now, and there's some good stuff in there. There's some good covers. So yeah, I dipped my toe back into, and I of course misspelled Jabberjaw there up top, but it's Jabberjaw.
Jabberjaw.
That's the name of the stripper of the strip club. Jabberjaw.
We all don't have editors, Bruce. Sorry.
I don't have an editor either. Damn it.
But
we gotta start editing each other's work.
Yeah, I know. If you look up Jabberjaw up on Kickstarter, it'll come up. But
Jabberjaw was a cartoon in the 70s, man. Jabberjaw.
There's a beautiful Suspiria cover there. There's a naughty version of this cover as well, if that's for your tastes. And then Carmilla Unbound 1984. Flops, who had done the Carmilla Unbound first time around, is doing a cover for this as well. We love Flops here. I try to get everything the man puts out. It's a good zombie copper tone homage.
I like
and
that.
great cover. It will not have the covered up Carmilla Unbound on the bits there. There is not a nice version of this. There's only the naughty version, I believe. So
I will be getting that book.
Drink it in,
Dungeon
kids.
Crawler
Drink
Call. The blood type is from EC Publishing.
EC Publishing.
Well, it's Oni Press.
Oni Press.
Oni
Oni Press does the
like
new
that
EC
book, man.
imprint. Like I said,
really-
same with Epitaphs.
You got it.
Same
You got it,
same
Cosmic
with
One.
Epitaphs of the Abyss.
You got it, Cosmic One. Take my money, please.
Take my
Holy
money.
shit! I'm just telling you, man. I never liked 3 covers on one thing, Joe. I might like one here and there, but it's the first time 3 different covers. I want all 3.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff that popped out the past couple weeks on Kickstarter, and we'll probably do a little segment for a Kickstarter update in the next week or so, kind of show some of the stuff that's out there. Because, man, I get mad every day because somebody will send me something, and be like, "Hey, did you see this Kickstarter?" Or I'll go in, and I'll be like, "Oh, there's another Kickstarter," and then it's another, $100+ down the shitter. Buying a bunch of covers that I won't see for another 8 months. So.
Well, at least it's not 2 years. Like some Kickstarters are going.
Now, I mean, the good thing is most of the Kickstarters, a lot of them are, I go through a lot of the same publishing houses or people that I've dealt with before. And they tend to be very quick about everything because they do it on a regular basis. They put Kickstarters out on a regular basis. They fulfill on a regular basis. They have the process down. So, but
The
again,
Buffy guy.
sometimes you go out on a limb, sometimes you go out on a limb
not true.
and grab something crazy.
It's not true.
Trying.
I know.
I will turn.
Working on Dom. Nope. Listen, I do like. Don't get me wrong. I do like a lot of the covers that Jedi, that Joe introduced to Jedi, definitely. But I have my my niche of what I like in my comics. But I'm telling you, man.
Like Boba Fett.
Yo, listen. I can tell you this, man. These books are up in the these books are up in the ante every week. The books get better and better, man. So I kind of get more intrigued. So
There's a lot of good stuff out there. And this week, even though he's not with us in person, because he's on the road, Styx actually gave me a few books as well. So we have another slide for Styx's later books.
The corner.
And I give you a thumbs up, Styx. The Lozano of that Summer Superman special, that Lozano is a gorgeous cover. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cover. I can't complain.
Now, these popped up into my email, and I'm like, these are definitely covers that I would buy. And I know that these would be something for everyone. That like you said, that Supergirl cover is beautiful. The Tana here, I mean, she's smuggling something up there in that top coat of hers, but
and that actually looks like Styx running away from the Green Lantern truck.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It does.
and I'm a it's Mark Spears, but I'm a sucker for like monster trucks, on a cover. You don't get them too often, so that's pretty cool.
That's a fun cover too. That's a fun cover.
You're right, Buffy. Yep, it's true. It's true.
Yeah. So, cheers to you, Styx, this week. You picked some good books.
There you go, Styx.
I'm happy with those
Thank you.
choices. They're good. They're good stuff. So get out there and get those. And then, of course, I would be remiss finding.
Yes.
Oh no, there's Styx trivia. It's coming. But first, you got to get your tops and tails cover of the week. Again, another Kickstarter. Give 'em Hell 2. The Kickstarter. This is the artist edition. If you get the Paul Green pack, you can get the artist edition cover by Paul Green. There's a handful of us out there. I'm looking at you, Terry, that are Paul Green fans. And I love these artist editions when they do them on Kickstarter. I know it's just a black and white cover, but they still look pretty damn sharp, and it's fun to see Paul Green's work in black and white. It looks
All right, so that's
damn
coming
sharp.
too.
It's nice. There's
Damn you, Joe. Damn you.
There's a Joe Picar in this Give Him Hell too as well. So I definitely had to go fund this thing and get these books. So
Damn you, Joe. Stop it, man.
what can I say? I like what I like.
I know.
I can't help that I have wonderful taste. That's not my fault. I was born this way. It is what it is.
Like Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
I was drawn this way, so kind of like I was born this way. There you go.
So, Bruce.
Chefs. 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 It's time for the 5-minute absolute update. Absolute.
Yay! We have 3 books to update you guys on. Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, and Absolute Flash. First up, we have Absolute Superman number 5. We didn't do it last week, so we're doing it this week. I enjoyed this book.
It was okay. I mean, we got to see. You needed that catalyst moment of where my parents at, and we got it. So that's good. I'm pleased. I'm pleased with what I got out of this, and the way they ended that with it's like, okay, he's going to Smallville. It was perfect transition to end of the story arc. Give me a new story arc, getting ready to start up, and I'm good with that.
You know, we obviously there's Kryptonians out there somewhere.
Maybe not.
All the ships can blow up. Maybe his parents are still alive. Who knows?
It's possible. You don't know. So yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, I like he don't fuck around.
No.
It's not your squeaky clean Superman that you're used to. So kudos to them for giving us a little bit of a darker character for Superman.
He just ran through those manhunters.
Oh yeah, Peacemakers.
All
right. It was decent.
What's the matter, Styx?
Take a cold shower there, buddy.
What? It's good. It's a good book.
Okay, let's go.
It was like I said, it was okay. I think it's fine. I think they progressed the story a little bit. I'm okay with that.
Have that made you forget Chuffs from issue 1?
Chuffs is slowly dissipating from my mind.
Just when you thought it was over, issue 7. Get these Chuffs off me.
Yeah, he'll say something else stupid. Smooth brain. But overall, I've enjoyed the Absolute line overall. Batman's the only one that kind of is like, But even I didn't even mind this week reading Absolute Batman this week in our review.
We have Absolute Batman number 6, which ends the first arc of Absolute Batman.
Yeah, I like a little how they do kind of a slightly different color on the flashbacks on the panels.
Yeah.
Again, this book doesn't really do it for me, but it wasn't a bad read. Like I can't shit on it, really.
I think it's going to take people a while to get used to the art style and how they draw Batman. But
I've kind of gotten used to that. I just, I don't know. I don't care. I've read into the story and I'm like, I don't really give a shit. But with Joker tease at the end, I like, well, maybe I'll like where this is going to go. And maybe this will get a little more interesting for me and pull me in a little more.
I did like the whole fact of Black Mask. Like, here's bounties for everyone on, and his mask and guns. for everybody you kill, you get X amount. 1 million for what's his name? Gordon. I was like, holy crap. And then what surprised me is the way how brutally he beat Black Mass and they just stabbed him in his eye.
Yeah, that was a kind of, although while I was happy with the violence, I was like, oh, that's a stupid thing. It's like, oh, your horns, your little ears turn into spikes that you stick people in the face with. Number one.
Well, they come off and then batterings, also knives or whatever.
I mean, they're here. Let's just remember, they're here and they go down. And I go at you at your face. How am I really going to hit? I'm really just going to go on side of you. Now, if you want to lock together and kiss for a while, maybe that's going to work. But the physics of that was a little. I enjoyed the ferocity and violence level of Batman in this book. I don't like his toys, but I'm okay with the book. It's still my least favorite of the Absolute books.
Till Martian Manhunter comes out.
No, I'm actually excited for Martian Manhunter. I like weird shit, so I'll probably be very, very happy with Martian Manhunter.
All right.
But I don't.
I like the art style of Martian Manhunter.
That's wild art.
This, I'm just reading it, and I just still feel like shit, it's Batman. Whereas like Absolute Wonder Woman, I feel like I'm getting a really different character.
Yeah.
Absolute Superman, I feel like I'm getting a really different character. This, I'm still like, it's fucking Batman. So, I don't know. I'm still going to read it. It's still not a bad book. I won't say any of these are bad books. It's just some I like better than others.
Yeah, and we're going to get Bane soon.
Yeah.
You think Batman's huge? Bane is monster.
I hope. I want
just got Bane in the.
I wish they would have just given me a skinny Bane instead. That would have been a fun little twist.
I was trying to see if did I retweet it? I don't know if I did or not. No, I didn't retweet it. But Bane is huge. He's going to destroy Batman. Poor Batman.
Just if Bane can pick him up. Batman's pretty hefty.
It's fucking Batman.
Fucking Batman.
It's fucking Batman over here.
Like I said, I'll be interested to see when they pull in the when they pull in Joker. That's not Bane. That's not Bane.
What are you doing, Dom?
Look at that.
He's concentrating. He got the tongue out. He's he's concentrating.
He's trying to show Bane, son. Look at Bane. That's Bane. Look at you.
Wow.
He's a big boy.
He is.
Massive.
Yes. Somebody did misunderstand. Batman uses his head.
All right. What do we got next? Absolute Flash #1. We get to meet Barry Allen and Wally West of the Absolute Universe. And Wally West's dad is a dick.
Yeah, he is, but then he tries to make up for it later.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't. I like the concept of, hey, I can't control the Speed Force.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay with that. They ended it pretty like, holy shit.
What's with Jeff and Monkeys? I don't know. I really like the art. I think who's the artist? Nick Robles? Yeah, Nick Robles.
Yeah.
And then the Rogues Gallery showed up. I was like, holy crap, that's not the Rogues Gallery we know and love. They're not bumbling idiots.
Yeah, it was interesting. It takes me with these Absolute titles. It takes me a few issues to get a feel for whether I'm going to like where it's going or not. But it's Jeff Lemire, so I'm definitely going to stick with it.
Yep.
conceptually it's interesting. It always becomes more and more interesting as they bring in more and more characters that you're familiar with, but not familiar with in this universe, and how those play into everything. So I'll see how it goes.
So,
but based on how shitty that preview was, just kind of giving us the first 2 pages of the book, I was very pleased that, okay, I was like, oh, so there is some substance here, so that's good. And I agree. Lemire should bring it together. He's a quality writer. So I'm in for the long haul on Absolute Flash.
This is the 4th title. Do you like the fact that they're keeping each hero separate and not just throwing them together right away?
I do not want them thrown together. I don't want crossovers. I don't want any of that shit for a while. Give me at least 2 full story arcs with these characters so I can get to know these characters, get to know their universe and the people that are important in their universe before you start mashing other shit together.
You can have mentionings of the characters across that things are going on.
That I don't mind, but I don't need massive events super early. I don't need massive crossover early. It's like at some point, I think a nice small crossover would be fun. One of them appears in one of the other titles, and vice versa. Maybe you have a 4-episode story or 4-issue story arc where each crosses over in 2 episodes on one, 2 issues on the other. Something small like that, I can live with, but I want some time for these characters to be able to breathe in this universe before they start, X-menning it up.
With his absolute plastic man, damn it!
Yeah. Hey, he got a black label limited series there that came out.
Series.
So that was something. But yeah, like I said, I don't have a problem at all with this Absolute line. I think they're handling it well.
Yep. I
think they put quality teams on all of the titles, which is nice. Sorry, Spider-Man. It's nice.
Well, Ultimate Spider-Man, that's just a retread of the original Spider-Man, but older?
Well, I'm just Spider-Man in general.
Okay.
I like, it's like, just put some quality teams on some titles and let's just run with some titles for a while. Like Tom Taylor had on Nightwing. That was a great run of Nightwing. Mm-hmm. And they just let it cook. Let somebody take a title and cook with it for a while. If it does well, it does well. It doesn't, it doesn't. And sometimes they do. I mean, they let Ewing run on Incredible Hulk for a while now.
Do they have any quality writers left at Marvel? I thought they were all at DC.
I think they do, but they're people that also write at DC.
Okay. Just making sure.
I mean, somebody get.
I know they lost Jason Aaron to DC recently.
Yeah, I like Jason Aaron. I think he's doing some Savage Sword.
Good writer, man. Great writer.
Well, but yeah, I just like. It's fun to just have a decent team. I mean, the art in all of these has been fine. I haven't been necessarily overwhelmed by any of the art, but none of it's been bad. I take that back. You can have your qualms with Wonder Woman, and I understand that, the interior art. I get it, but I enjoy the story so much I can overlook the handsome face that she'll get like every 7 panels.
They're putting a lot of stock in Hickman.
Yeah, they are, but it's like Hickman takes a while to cook. He takes quite a while to cook. And I don't know if they're going to give him that much time to cook because it's Marvel and they don't have much patience to cook. They're, this ran 6 issues. Done. Canceled. Let's reboot X-Men again.
No, stop. No. No more X-Men titles, please.
I like I said, I mean, Hickman has big grand ideas.
I want an Alpha Fight title.
I mean, Hickman likes to have very large, grand ideas, and I just don't know if Marvel has the patience to let him finish what he starts. I'd take Brubaker over Hickman in a second, just because I like Brubaker's.
Like this, if this One World Under Doom event, it doesn't even feel like it's a big event happening.
And they're running like, I mean, you're getting all this other Doom stuff too, and it's just like, okay, you have an event, now we're gonna have a Doom Academy, and you're gonna have this Doom title and this Doom title. It's just pump the brakes, Marvel. Pump the brakes a little bit. Get your shit, get your house in order. Get some good standard running titles. And maybe that's what they're going to do with Spider-Man. I don't know. They'll reboot it to 1, run it for 25 issues or so, I guess. And if it does well, they'll let it go. If not, they'll reboot it back to number 1 again. I guess Kevin Smith's going to be coming over there soon. So, yeah, take that for what it's worth. But I don't know. Marvel to me, I just don't see where they go with stuff sometimes. It just
Kevin Smith wasn't bad in the Daredevil title when he had the Daredevil title.
I don't mind Kevin Smith. Yep. He's going to be hit or miss with some of the stuff that he does.
Yeah.
It's just kind of one of those things. It's like, your premier titles, just take a really good, talented writer, really good artist, throw them on it, let them roll with it.
I actually think Marvel should sit back and have a meeting and take the best writers, and the best artists, and come together and do the titles that sell the most. And then whatever doesn't sell that much, just leave it out for the wolves. But
the problem is with fans of X-Men and Spider-Man, they will buy everything that comes out. So Marvel will never see bad sales numbers on those titles, except for
exactly
like Knicks or whatever.
Yeah.
But,
you could say that about any Carnage book, Warlord.
They try and Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock as Carnage, and then
I think he was like a symbiotic god or something.
Yeah, they changed it a lot. Like somebody missed that.
I don't like symbiotes. I don't like to follow symbiotes. I don't care about symbiotes.
There's just so many books. But the
I don't know, and I mean, it's like, again, sometimes you throw a good team on something and it peters out. It doesn't work out.
But look, let me tell you, it's just the hero books. There's so many different incarnations of the characters that happen. You have good storylines, you have bad storylines. Then you have good character development, bad character development. Like Eddie Brock has been everything now. He wore the symbiotes. Just about.
Yeah.
So.
There we go. Tape play buying every X-Men cover.
Girl number 1.
And that's the way it is, and it's like I said, I just don't understand where they go with things at Marvel and the way their mind works in terms of the way they roll stuff out. This seems to make sense. I mean, and granted, they're Ultimate Universe. They have their X-Men title, they got their Spider-Man title. I didn't find them all that intriguing or interesting, but maybe that's because I don't find the main titles very interesting either.
Well, you see coming out,
Warlord, you guys can keep Kate's at Marvel because we all remember Hulk spaceship. What was that? Where did it go? Where did it go? Nowhere.
Listen, I know what series looks pretty good, and I hope it stays. I hope they do a good job with it. They have they're going to make a ground vigilante team against Wilson Fisk because of Daredevil season 2 next year, and they're going to have this thing where all the grounded heroes. That's what I like about comics. No, no, is that a rumor? It's actually a fucking true story. It's true. They're making this.
What?
What?
It's rumored, Dom.
I saw the cover. It's coming out.
What are you talking about? Season 2?
No, season 2. No, season 2 is that. I'm talking about a comic that's coming out soon.
All right. Go ahead, Dom. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying there's a comic coming out that it's actually the ground. It's a vigilante. It's Luke Cage, Spider-Man, Daredevil, a couple other guys.
The Defenders?
It's not even called that. Yeah, it's supposed to be the Defenders, but I don't think it's the Defenders. It's
Defenders-esque.
Something vigilante force or some shit. Something they're doing something.
Vigilante force?
Something, man. I saw it the other day. I just can't remember the fucking name of it.
I don't know. I like the street level stuff. I mean, that's what I love about reading.
That's what I like. The space shit. So, I get my spaceship in Star Wars, man.
All right. Moving on to what do we got next?
Next we've got.
Oh, George Foreman died?
wow.
What? George
You said
Foreman
George
died?
Foreman died, I think. What?
Jesus.
Really?
I mean, he wasn't necessarily young.
He wasn't young either.
I'm covering for Jedi this.
It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia. It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia Comic. Oh, Sale of the Week.
Here we go. All right. So I kind of just lazily put together That's Not a Comic Sale of the Week this week. I
You done?
couldn't find it. I couldn't find any Pogs. So I went with Underoos this week.
Well, Underoos.
What?
Underoos.
They're still collectible.
I got the Boba Fett ones.
I'm so confused.
People, what's confusing about it? They're Underoos. They make them for adults as well.
Yeah, George Foreman.
But again, we talk about this a lot of times, like we did with Pogs. It's like people like to look for the IP that they love and all kinds of different shit that you can get under that IP. And truthfully, a lot of these things bring back a lot of memories. The Star Wars Underoos. This is the actual 1981 brand new sealed in box. You got your Luke X-wing outfit, that's a pretty. I would consider buying that. That's fun. And as kids,
what's funny is Styx is still fitting that outfit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Cosmic One. Welcome to the channel, member. Yay.
That's a large, boys. Styx needs a medium.
He needs a 10 regular.
But yeah, it's sold for $165, which I thought was a decent sale for Underoos. And some of the shit is like, you go to sometimes Goodwills, flea markets, or stuff like that. A lot of places have closeouts from old stores that were laying out there. Sometimes you find this shit laying around, and if it's from that time, because they do make these now, and they look very, very similar to what the old ones look like. But if you find the old original ones, there's some money to be found there. You might be able to get something cheap. Next up, we do have the 1983 Underoos Dallas Cowboys. Put that there for you, Dom.
Nice.
And in honor of Jedi not being here, I personally dislike the Cowboys, but some people like them.
Is that a
for
team?
some reason?
It is Bruce Fur.
I happen to live in DC, where we're not very fond of the Cowboys, but for some reason people wear Cowboys gear. I'll never understand.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, these vintage 1983 Underoos for Dallas Cowboys, sealed, $127. Not a bad pool. Yeah. And we didn't want to leave the ladies out today. So this nice set is women's size for Underoos for Chewbacca, tank top and panties. So if you like them hairy, some of us do.
What the hell?
Yep.
You could buy your lady a nice Chewbacca tank top and panty set. She can roll that throat like Chewbacca, and you can have a fun time.
Oh my god!
Hey, we don't kink shame here.
I'm not king shaming.
All you role players out there, it's
I'm
okay.
just asking for forgiveness.
You be you. You live your best life.
Forgiveness, man. You should ask forgiveness.
Forgive me, Father, I have sinned.
So this was my attempt at That's Not a Comic Sale of the Week. An interesting collectible that's out there that you'd be surprised how many of these are listed on eBay, and how many are very cheap, especially like.
You had the Boba Fett one for like $39, but now it's not there anymore. I got the new one for $19 or something.
Yeah, but like I said, they make these for adults and adult sizes and things like that now. So you can recapture that childhood of pretending you're Luke and banging your sister. It's possible.
Disavow. Come on.
It's true.
I have to make my obligatory Luke joke. If he's
really
gonna be on
quick.
the show.
What happened?
It's very European.
Listen, I told this to Marco. I told this to Marco. I said, listen, back in the 70s when you had Donnie Marie, they played Luke and Leia. They foreshadowed what to come. They spoiled what to come because they're brother and sister for real. And he goes, that's not true. I said, if you really think about it, they were brother and sister, and they played Luke and Leia. So that's where you foreshadowed to find out that Leia was.
Leia?
What?
You said Luke and Leia?
Luke and Leia, yeah. But Donnie and Marie were brother and sister, and they played Luke and Leia on the show. So they foreshadowed what's to come. That Luke and Leia are siblings. So if it definitely you scratch your head and go, oh shit, they did ruin it, and no one ever put it together.
Nobody noticed that.
That's what I'm trying to say. Nobody noticed it.
They did after the fact, apparently. So that's our comic sale of the week.
No.
Go out, look for some Underoos. If you can find the originals sealed in package of an IP that's relatively collectible, it might be worth $100, $150. So
You might be able to find these like in garage sales, unopened, and in thrift stores and freaking like fair street like things.
A lot of places close out back stock of stuff. Old stores that have closed down and have weird storage unit, flea market stuff like that. You can find stuff like this sometimes.
So
I would just suggest, hey, buy unused Underoos.
Exactly. Thank you.
That's just my.
You don't want the skid marks to come along with it. The laser blast. If you got the Star Wars, you want the laser blast on.
Although you can't see the skid marks in the Chewbacca.
I can't.
You don't want the lightsaber friggin' holes in yours. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I guess I will be covering this week and reading while Styx can provide some context to all of the questions. So it's time.
You are not having a massive stroke. It's just trivia with Styx. You did not suffer a debilitating head wound. It's just trivia with Styx.
It's not CTE or PTSD.
It's just trivia with Styx.
All right.
They got those in vending machines over there, Three Rivers.
All right. So this week we were covering Gwenpool, so I threw together a 5-question quiz for Gwendolyn Poole here, the first Gwenpool that we got. So fire away there, Joe.
All right. So for Styx's first question, what was her first appearance? Was it Deadpool Secret Wars 2?
As appearance?
First appearance.
Howard the Duck, Volume 6,
Look at
number
these
1.
slides.
Unbelievable Gwenpool, number 1. Or Gwenpool Holiday Special 1.
B. Howard the Duck, Volume 6, number 1.
Howard the Duck? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Howard the Duck. You're right.
Again, I am reading these questions. I take no responsibility for any answers that Styx has provided in this trivia or the questions therein.
Listen, I take good care of my questions.
Yeah.
A and B.
Is that appearance or
I'm
apprentice?
just covering the bases, Styx.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just
All right.
sad that Jedi isn't here to appreciate my questions. I know how much he loves my trivia.
I do enjoy his look of disgust during the segment.
Is it the wonderful thing?
All right. And the answer to this is
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck, Volume 6, number 1, is the first in-guts appearance of Gwen.
New Mutants 98.
98.
Cosmic is in theory right because her first cover appearance is in that Deadpool Secret Wars. But she's not in the guts.
Nope, just on the cover.
All right. Which is not a power of Gwenpool, vast knowledge of the Marvel Universe, interdimensional travel, use of extreme weaponry, or dynamite games.
B. I don't know.
Danny put that. There we go. Got an A in here.
I don't know. D. I don't care. I don't follow her, so I don't know.
Got done with a D. There's Aggie popping in with a D.
Where's all these Gwenpool fans at?
It's very few of us.
All 10 of you.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's a very tight knit group.
There's one super fan.
All right, and the answer to this is D. Despite adding them to her wiki page, great legs aren't a superpower.
There you go.
And I had to read Styx's in this in the writing here. But
Yeah, my spelling is wonderful. I know.
I've gotten very adept at just reading it and not realizing that there's misspellings and things in there.
Yeah.
Next up, which is not a group affiliation of hers? A, Deadpool Corps, B, Young Avengers, C, West Coast Avengers, or D, the Champions?
Oh, I don't think she's in Champions. You know, Champion. Young Avengers or Champions? Either B or D. I don't know.
Champions. I'm going with Champions.
Booster Gold gets more respect than Gwen does in Marvel.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
I guess what B? Probably B. Young Avengers, because it's Young Avengers. She's not. I guess she's not young.
All right, and the answer is
Hey,
Deadpool Corps. She's not in Deadpool Corps.
really? She's not in her own book. Her own freaking goddamn affiliate.
She has no real relation to Deadpool.
Oh, Jack Lilly died too.
Damn.
Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, no, he died. I said it earlier.
It's a lot of stars we grew up with getting pretty old.
Agreed.
In Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe again in 2017, who was Gwenpool hired by? Magneto and the Red Skull, Moon Knight and the Punisher, the Abomination and Doctor Doom, or for some reason underlined Mysterio and Wolverine?
Who cares?
All of the above.
Oh, Moon Knight and Punisher. Who knows?
I don't know. D. Because it's underlined. I don't know why it's underlined.
Yeah, it's underlined because I forgot to underline it. That's all. Copy and paste is not my friend. I forgot to underline. That's all.
There we go. Thank you, Terry. Christopher and the Easter Bunny.
Definitely.
All right.
And Easter Bunny being Cliff.
She was actually hired by... Hey, Gwen is hired by Moon Knight and the Punisher to find the location of evil versions of Magneto, Red Skull, Abomination.
Did I say Moon Knight and Punisher?
You did. You did.
All right.
You
There
did?
you go.
Oh, were they A?
Yes, they were A.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was C. Was it a
C.
C?
Was it?
It's
B.
B.
Abomination.
B.
It
There
was
you go.
B.
B.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Styx strikes
Oh,
again.
you've been
You've been
sticked.
sticked.
You have been sticked. I'm
Oh,
I'm slow with my clips.
Glad
today,
I caught
I'll tell you.
that. Glad I caught that.
I'm glad you caught it too. We have to hold ourselves to a higher standard here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think he should be suspended for a few weeks.
And last but not least, Gwenpool is immune. True or false?
False.
False.
What the hell, Styx? Get it right.
I know. I apologize, Cosmic.
It's
Hey,
part of the
Styx,
charm.
Don't apologize. Just don't let it happen again.
You know it's going to happen again. Come on.
I know, right?
It's Styx.
Come on. It's part of the charm. It's part of the charm.
There you go.
All right. We got one true, a handful of falses.
That's true.
It's not true. She's not a mutant.
What?
And
just
the answer is false. She is a human posing as a mutant. So, thank you very much, Styx.
Styx, thank you very much.
I read that on the wiki
Thank
page
you guys.
today.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
So,
Spotlight.
for the spotlight, I'm just going to show some cover candy. Every major publisher has, DC has it, Marvel has it. They have a character that they just don't know what to do with. And in some cases, it's a character that pops up and a handful of people really like the character. And they just don't know what to do with it. Gwen is kind of one of those characters. They tried here and there, and then they've kind of fallen off and did some weird things. And now we're going to be getting a title of Gwenpool in May, where they're doing even weirder things that tangentially involve this Gwenpool, but maybe not. So I figured, hey, since a new title is coming out, let's go back and take a look at some Gwen covers, maybe some covers you forgot about, walk through some of the timeline of Gwen here. So as we mentioned before in the trivia, you see her first in Gwenpool's Secret Wars, which is Deadpool's Secret Wars, with that cover there where she's on the cover, not in the guts.
A lot of people like that cover.
Picallo. I love the way Chris Picallo draws Gwen is fantastic. Gwen is somebody who's from a universe like us, where comic characters and stuff like that are kind of works of fiction. She's then drawn into a universe where they are real. But she likes to act like they're in a comic world. So she tends to be quite over the top, funny character, in the same way that Deadpool likes to break the fourth wall.
See, she also has the Harley Quinn type of feel in a way. Like I know Harley Quinn got crazy, but the way Harley Quinn goes around the DC universe and the way she does things and.
Yeah, and she does. And she's a fun character. I shout out to Longshort. I know he is the biggest Gwenpool fan that I am aware of, and I hope I can do the character justice going through these covers. Yeah. But I understand a character that pops up and you're like, oh, I really like this character, and then the publisher kind of just was like, yeah, we're just not really going to do anything with this character now, or we're going to.
And then they change her up, and
they change her. And they do that with a lot of heroes and stuff like that. They get changed up, but it's it's a character where they never found a fit where they felt comfortable with putting her, so she just kind of is in the ether of the Marvel universe.
They could have gave her a buddy cop type of thing, like a best friends. Her and freaking Squirrel Girl team up and they go do some crazy shit.
Like I said, she has a nice little run here through Howard the Duck. So you get the first appearance there. You got the 125 ratio there. Then you got the sketch cover. That's where she's actually in the guts of the book. Hey, the other Howard the Duck books that don't have her on the cover, also not bad. There's the driver's license hip hop variant, the Old Dirty Bastard variant on Howard the Duck 1 as well, which is great with Howard on it. But still, in the inside of the guts, you're still getting your first Gwenpool as well.
Yep.
through that run, there were some fun little ratios in there, and I for some of these books, I try to just kind of stick to some of the ratios and a few of the open order covers that are interesting. But there was actually a Liefeld 1 in 25 there as well, which is weird because look, there's feet, and they're
exactly,
feet.
and it looks pretty good though.
Yeah, there's competent feet there.
Yeah.
So yeah, kudos, Rob. You did something. You did a thing. Yeah, hey, you did it. So after that Howard the Duck run, you did have a handful of overlapping things that would happen between Civil War II, Gwenpool Holiday Specials, her own title coming out. But she did have the Gwenpool Holiday Special that came out. There were some fun covers on there, some fun variants on there as well. The Jim Mafood cover is still one of my favorite because I'm a big Jim Mafood fan on the fried pie variant on the far right. And again, you had some ratios on there. You had a Campbell in there. So
I like the Campbell cover. It was a good cover.
Yeah, you had some fun stuff in there. Yeah. Those holiday specials, a lot of times you can find some of those floating around all the time and sometimes in dollar bins. They just kind of get mixed in there sometimes. So keep an eye out. She had a short story arc during the Civil War II run in the Rocket Raccoon and Groot. So you got her in 8, 9, and 10 of that series. So you could pick up some nice Gwenpool covers through there. Since we were talking about Yasmin Putri, hey, there she is in the color and the second print ratio of Civil War II. Great classic Gwen cover, fantastic cover.
Not yet.
Then there was also, I'm surprised he doesn't either. Mm-hmm. And there was a secondary holiday special, the Merry Mix-Up, which came out as well. Had its handful of covers, and there was a ratio on that as well with the Punisher, with her and the Punisher. Then you actually got her solo title. So Unbelievable Gwenpool does have a 0 issue. The 0 issue reprints the Howard the Duck stuff. So you can pick up that backstory. And then I think this was a second print ratio, which looks like the Deadpool Super Secret Wars cover, but in a pool of blood instead. Also the Chris Bacallo art. If you see this out there, just know that the white trade dress is the first print. The blue trade dress on that cover is the second print.
And word bubbles.
Yeah, you get the word bubbles too. But yeah, so she got her first title, and there were a handful of fun ratios out of here. There were a lot of fun covers in this as well. For you Scotty Young fans, you had some Scotty Young. You had the great A cover, which was great. You had your action figure variant, which is fun with the little MODOK in there as well, which is nice. The hip hop variant was fantastic. And then again, you had 3 ratios out of that as well. I think that last one is I think it's the 1 in 50 on the far right. So the ratios work their way up from 1 in 10, 1 in 25, and 1 in 50 on the first one. And then you had some retailer exclusives as well. There was a fried pie variant, which was nice with Jim Mafood. There were a couple Hastings variants for J. Scott Campbell covers. And then there was a Paris Comic-Con exclusive as well with a very nice Campbell cover. That book goes for a good bit of money if you find it.
Yeah. I was going to say that book is kind of hard to find. It goes for good money.
Yeah. Most Gwen books are pretty achievable in terms of picking up a lot of these older ratios if it's not her first appearance or the Super Secret Wars or that Campbell. You can pick up a lot of these relatively reasonably. So here's a few of the different ratios that popped up there. The third one's in Angel Wu. I always enjoy her work. Her work on Gwen is fun. If you're a Tum Tum fan, you have a nice variant cover on some as well. But there are some fun little ratios that pop through that run. They kind of stopped doing the ratios up until, what was it, issue 7. Then they popped a few ratios out for that. You have a cosplay cover. Marvel doesn't do a ton of cosplay covers, so this it's not a bad one to have. You can pair it up with the Mockingbird one. They're nice. And again, this run doesn't go too far. What I think they get a 20 out of this. So you had some fun A covers in there, couple ratios. The Venomized cover also, Yasmin Putri. Great fucking cover.
Like that, yeah.
You got your Robbie Reyes crossover, little Kate Bishop in there as well as the title came to an end. You know, a nice Nakayama Mary Jane variant. And then the title closes out with 25, I guess. With 21, you did get some fun variants. I really enjoy the Chip Zdarsky How to Draw Gwenpool in 6 Easy Steps. It's a fun cover. The Unbelievable Gwenpool one was there was a second print which was like this, but the first print of this was a lenticular cover, which was the Fantastic Four. I forget what goddamn cover it was for Fantastic Four. But it was a fun lenticular cover for that. And then you have the good old headshot. And again, it closes out with issue 25. So then she gets to float for a while. She did show up in Champions.
I like that Edge of the Venomverse.
Very briefly.
I like that cover.
She showed up in Edge of the Venomverse for a few covers.
That's
She
third cover.
shows up. Does show up in Not Brandick 14. You can see her on the wall in the back there. She is in that book. And then she shows up in West Coast Avengers. So, you got a nice run of fun covers. There's a lot of good stuff in this West Coast Avengers run. You do get your first Jeff the Landshark in West Coast Avengers, kids. So you get a fun group of characters. And it was a fun little title. Didn't run as long as it should have, but you do have some fun ratios in there. There's a Tony Fleece West Coast Avengers movie poster, which is pretty nice. You get Jimmy Kimmel smiling instead of crying on a cover, so that's something. And there you go. There's your West Coast Avengers 7. While she's not on the cover, this is the first Jeff the Landshark appearance. And then in 8, you get to see her adopt Jeff the Landshark. And then West Coast Avengers kind of closed out that run. But like I said, it's not a bad run to find. You could find this run cheap a lot. I mean, the Marvel Boy first Jeff the Landshark gets pulled a lot, but a lot of the other books are findable. There's some good Tigre covers in there. Then she got a second series. They were like, okay, we'll give you a second series. So we got Gwenpool Strikes Back. It was a mini. It did not run too many. It was 5 issues, I think. But you got some fun ratios out of this, some fun variant covers. I love Chris Bacalo's art. I wish he would get more work because I love the style of his art on the far right there. And again, you had some fun covers in here. You got a handful of Terry Dodson covers. Dodson's always fun. If you like Hughes, you like Dodson. If you like Dodson, you like Hughes.
I like Dodson.
So that's the way it works. And then they closed out the run with
Cosplay.
Gwenpool Goes Home. So you got your last issue. You got a nice little cosplay cover there. If you're looking around for other appearances she might have had on some covers, you do have MODOK Head Games, where she appears on a couple of the covers there. There was the Love Unlimited series. So what is it? 43, 44, and 45 was the 3-issue story arc for that. This is where there's like, we don't know what to do with her, so we're just going to do different things with the character. Is what it is, but she's kind of in that no man's land of characters where they don't know where to put her, what to do with her. So we'll see what happens come May. The fun little kitty cover on Fearless. She's sitting there being held. You have a reprint of the Rocket Raccoon and Groot Tall Tales, which was a reprint of that run that she had in Rocket Raccoon and Groot. But there's some interesting art there as well. There's the interesting just Greg Horn cover that I found. Hey, it's Greg Horn drawing Gwenpool. She does show up on some It's Jeff covers as well. So for all you Jeff fans out there, you can definitely find some fun Gwenpool covers in there as well. And who doesn't love Jeff? It's impossible not to like Jeff. The Venom War in Huck Lee, It's Jeff cover is still, that's just such a damn good cover. It looks so good in person. It looks so good. And then now, of course, come May, we are getting this new title. So there's issue 1, there's issue 2, and there's a nice variant on issue 2, a Lyrics Lee variant. So I don't know what the hell they're doing with this new title. Apparently, Gwen Stacy is coming back, and this is possibly going to be Gwen Stacy. I don't know why they're killing Gwendolyn Poole on the cover there of issue 2. I guess we'll see. We'll see where it goes. We'll see what they do. But, you know, I mean, to a certain extent, she's kind of treated a little worse than Wally West when it comes to the way Marvel kind of treats her, because I just don't think they don't know where to fit her in. But I know there's a lot of us that would like them to go back to the old style of the original title that they had out and give her that kind of title. Doesn't seem to be where they're going with it, but we'll see what Marvel has in store with this new title come May. And but you know, if it puts a little fire under some Gwenpool spec or whatever, at least you know a few books to go look for and dig out, because again, most of those books, including the ratios, are still very, very cheap and very, very easy to get. So go out there and get digging, kids. And that's what we got for our spotlight tonight. Hope you liked it. Again,
yay, good job.
Good job,
I'm glad all 10 of you Gwenpool fans are happy. Thank you.
And one super fan out there.
You know, it's interesting to see. I mean, when Marvel takes characters sometimes and they don't know what to do with them,
well, you know what?
It's hard for some people sometimes to be like, hey, I really like this character. They don't know what to do with it. So Styx loves Booster Gold, and Booster Gold gets thrown around sometimes here and there, and it's kind of shoved in places.
You know, if they make the new Gwenpool, you know, if they make the new Gwenpool violent, vicious, and give her some substance and like make her, you know, a badass character, they might freaking.
Well, it's really going to.
Yeah, but it's not going to be the same person. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They do it right. There's a whole big storyline I could tell with Peter's reaction to her coming back to life and how that will affect his relationship with Mary Jane.
Yeah. So that'd be
but again, it's a Gwenpool title. Don't give us a title to play fan service for Spider-Man. You know, right. If you're going to give us a Gwenpool title, give us a Gwenpool title. I want it to be about Gwenpool, not so much about Spider-Man. You know, there's enough Spider-Man books out there where Spider-Man is the main character.
Yeah, right.
You know, so we'll see where they go with it. I don't want to prejudge it. I have my concerns.
It's a Marvel book. You're not going to read it anyway.
No, that probably is true. Like I said, she was a fun character, and just like people like reading Deadpool because he's a fun character. Sometimes you just kind of, when they take that fun out of the character, and it's just kind of like, okay, I liked that character. I liked reading those stories.
But Joe, I think that I don't think she's dead. I think that's just a friggin' ploy. It's on the cover. I don't think she's dead. I think she's
and maybe not. We'll see where they go with it. And like I said, we'll wait till it comes out and see which way they go with it. Said my hopes aren't always high with Marvel making the right choices for characters, but we'll see where it goes. Like I said,
we got some news.
What we got in news? What we got in news this week?
Here we go.
Eternals 2 is officially canceled, but the story is
still bring up
yours.
I fool you every time because I put in your title slide and then
I forgot you got to take it down.
You just go off. Yeah.
I forgot you got to take it down now. It doesn't
There we go.
switch. Eternals 2 is officially canceled, but the story is still not ended. Marvel Studios is planning the Eternals spinoff that will show what happened with Cersei and the other Eternals, including the story of Icarus. I like the Eternals movie.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, I did not like the Eternals movie.
Well,
Again,
they got to tie up the loose ends of the story, at least.
No, I don't.
Do they? Do they really?
I want them to.
I just it was too many. Like I never really gave too much of a shit about the Eternals to begin with. So then when you give me a movie and you trying to introduce all these characters and make me care about any of them, I don't.
Right.
When the most interesting person in the movie is the Black Knight in an Eternals movie, you got a problem.
Yeah. Make a Black Knight movie then. That's what they should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I watched this movie and I didn't get interested until halfway through the movie. So the first half was a wash. I didn't need to watch the first half. I just watched the second half every time I watched that movie.
I think it would have worked better as a series. You would have given us more time to understand all the characters and flesh them out a little more. And I think that would have been a better way to approach it. I think it needed more time.
Just pause the shots of Summer Hayek.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you there, Terry. That's fair.
All right, next up, what we got?
Yeah.
Jensen Ackles reportedly met with Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige about a potential role in the MCU. Who would you guys like for him to play? I want him to play Professor X.
Professor X.
Get out of here.
I want him to be an asshole.
You're on crack. You're on some crack, man. You're on some kind of white dust or something. You're on something, man. Professor X. They already got who's playing Professor X and Magneto. They already have it already, so don't worry about it.
Who is it?
Denzel Washington and freaking Giancarlo Esposito. Those
never came to fruition.
No, those are going to be the truth. You're going to get Denzel Washington as Magneto, and you're going to get freaking goddamn Carlos Esposito as Professor X. Boom. That's it.
Yeah, I don't want him. I don't know. I don't think I want him in the MCU. I love Jensen Ackles. I
don't know what character.
I love Supernatural. I enjoyed him in The Boys. He
could be Dominic Fortune. Dominic Fortune for the Marvel Universe. Play his.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, maybe he'd be fun as a villain.
I don't know what villain. Maybe I don't know. Hey, maybe the Rose. He could be a Kingpin's son.
I mean, they're gonna. I mean, if they give him a role, it'll be a larger. It would have to be a larger role.
No,
I definitely don't want to see him as Professor X.
I do.
No,
I want to see him.
He's gonna probably be an X-Men. He most likely is probably gonna be an X-Men. He's gonna probably be one of the X-Men. Maybe Havoc. Maybe Banshee. Something. I don't know.
He has too much ability to do comedy to be Professor X.
That's what I'm trying to say. But you need him as a more.
Maybe he wants to change type of roles he does.
Not to be Professor X.
Professor X is about as funny as a bowl of
No, Professor X is old. I'm telling you.
Unsweetened oatmeal.
Denzel and Giancarlo Esposito. There's your Magneto and Professor X. That's it.
You're not going that old.
They have to go that old. You're fucking born in a concentration camp. Jesus Christ.
What? Do you know how old Magneto will be? Just oh my god.
What?
Do the math, Dom.
Listen, do the math. How old is Magneto now? How old is this guy played Magneto? Well, listen, Michael Fairbender's a great Magneto. They won't bring him back as Magneto. I wish they would.
I did like Fassbender as.
I like Fassbender too, but the original Magneto.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like I want Jensen Ackles. I want him in DC. I don't want him in Marvel. And he's done voice work in DC for the animated stuff. DC, give him a call.
Yeah, that would make him 80 years old if we were talking him being in the Comic FOC. So
He would be an interesting beast. But yeah, I like I said, I see him far more and better roles in DC than in Marvel. So stay away, Jensen.
They don't have to friggin' do the. They could change Magneto's friggin' origin too.
You're great as Sammy's brother on Days of Our Lives.
No, they have to update Magneto's origin.
That's what I'm trying to say. But this guy, you want friggin' Professor X? Get out of here. That's the most idiotic thing you ever said.
Nope. That works. Works in my head. Next up.
That's why your head is dead.
What? That makes no sense.
It does make sense. You got a bag of marbles up there. That's why.
Oh, look at this. I'm talking about freaking Dom bag of donuts over there.
Yeah.
Go sip on a white no more.
What do we got up next?
Next up, the rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre have hit the market, causing a hullabaloo that reflects an intense interest from Hollywood in freestanding IP and horror.
All right, Marvel, come on, Disney. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Why would Disney pick it up?
I don't know.
Chainsaw Massacre.
The last movie was awful. I mean, awful. It was awful.
I actually liked the last movie. He grabbed it out of the car, fucking cut it off. I was like, yo.
Can we just change the title to Florida Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah.
Make it Florida Man killing people with a chainsaw.
Why don't they make it a New York guy? New York, we got a bunch of crazies walking out here. They fucking
we don't need
Chainsaw Massacre guy.
But I can see a few studios trying to get this. Universal, A24, Warner Brothers, Netflix.
I could see A24 taking it.
Yeah.
Eccles is strong. That would be fun. I was thinking Madrox the Multiple Man for Eccles. If had him in there. Yes, Toby Hooper was one of the best.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see any interest for this franchise anymore.
Really, they're making fucking Bambi horror movies.
Those are awesome.
Exactly. So I think they can work with Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
We said that about the last three Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I don't want retreads. There's horror is such a
just
great
make the
area
Jason
to be able
verse,
to do
man.
original stuff.
Make the Jason verse. Have all the
We've had enough Jason movies. No more Jason.
Have Jason, friggin' Freddy come back. Have Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hit it the wall. Leprechaun. Have all that shit go on, man.
I said all you have to do is do one decent original horror movie, and then you write your ticket for at least the next 2 to 3 movies in that franchise, because they love franchising horror movies. I mean, Jesus Christ, X got fucking 2 movies after that.
X.
Yeah, you got X, then you got Pearl, and then you got the most recent one.
Well, that was written as a trilogy, though.
It was, but that doesn't mean the theater that the producers and stuff have to make a trilogy. You still got to do well with the first one.
Predator versus Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We can do the Predator. Have that come out, man. That'd be great.
I just think horror is one of the best places to be able to allow people to come up with original concepts and then build new franchises based on those original concepts.
I'm pitching a horror movie tonight. It is a rom-com horror. It's where the final girl falls in love with the serial killer at the end of the film. And then the second part is them two going on a killing spree in a small Florida swampland or somewhere.
Sure.
Never said
that's
horror rom-com. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's the Bone Killers. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think they've done a horror rom-com movie yet.
Dude, what you got to do is
Oh yeah, they have. There
Listen.
was the movie where about a boy kid. What the fuck's his name? The kid who played Beast.
So I
Where
married
he-
an ex-murderer?
Oh, sorry, Mary Max Murder is fantastic, but the one with God, what the fuck's the kid's name? The kid that played Beast. That was in Renfield. The kid that played Beast, the one that's in Renfield.
David Hunt was Holt.
Yeah, Nicholas Holt. Nicholas Holt.
Nicholas Holt.
He was in that movie where he played a zombie that fell in love with a girl that was
freaking
alive.
dead, freaking goddamn. It was a dead, freaking heart. It was the like he was a young kid, right? He was a kid with a zombie, and then he fell in love with the girl.
Yeah, so you do have romantic comedy horror crossovers. They happen.
And what you have, you can have. How about Not a Living Dead versus Texas Chainsaw Massacre? That'd be good.
That sounds like two franchises versus each other.
That's great.
Original, Dom. Original. Warm Bodies.
There you
Well,
go.
I mean,
Thank
they
you,
did
Buffy.
they did Freddy versus Jason, so why the hell not? Right?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the fucking musical. There you go.
We don't need a musical.
We don't need a musical.
Warm musicals.
Warm Bodies. Thank you, Buffy.
Yeah.
Good to
Oh,
hear this.
yeah, I remember Warm Body.
I don't know. It's an easy franchise to work with. You know, a weird, creepy cannibal family in the middle of nowhere. You just have to stumble in, and there's a movie.
How about Texas Chainsaw Massacre in space? Shoot him into space. He meets up with this and that. Like do the same thing like they do with freaking Freddy with Jason in space. Jason X. Yeah, shit like that.
Teeth was a rough movie. That one gave me some nightmares. If you've never seen Teeth, people,
I think I saw that movie.
cue it up for you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it's a fun concept to say the least. What do we got next up, Bruce?
And that is it for the news.
Texas Chainsaw
Right.
Massacre. In the 70s.
Normally at this time we would have a Jedi game. I did not
I'm
have
glad
a
we don't.
game
I'm glad we don't.
planned. I did throw a little
Okay.
gonna
Here we
go
go,
back in
again.
time segment together.
Yeah.
Not very long at all. I like to go back and look at fun things that we remember from our youth. So this week, damn heavy TVs from the 1980s.
I remember those.
You kids don't know how lucky you have it.
Yep.
You have no clue how goddamn heavy TVs used to be before flat screen TVs.
Right.
No concept whatsoever what was like to move, and even carrying a 19-inch TV was an awkward clusterfuck of a
Listen,
mess.
if you got your house robbed and someone tried to take it, you need about 3 or 4 people to steal it.
Nobody was taking your TV. Nobody was taking your TV. You kids are spoiled with 40-inch TVs you could just carry under your arm, and it's no big deal. So I figured I went through some very old Montgomery Wards and Sears catalogs from the 1980s
Oh man.
and have some TVs and their associated weights.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So we got 2 TVs here from the Montgomery Wards catalog from 1980, I believe. So you have 2. You have a 13-inch TV that was on sale, by the way, for $374. Remember, technology was not cheap back in the 80s.
No.
People think, hey, everything was cheaper back then. Not TVs.
No.
I remember the Betamax
Technology was expensive as shit.
When the Betamax
So-
came out, a lot of money, $600. I remember that shit. A lot of money back in the 80s.
If you wanted that little piece of shit 13-inch TV, which had a handle on it, by the way, I believe you could get all 15 channels on it, and it had a remote there. I think there were at least 4 buttons on that remote.
Did I
That's
remember
something.
with the antennas, trying to move the antennas and trying to get some porn flicks? Porn stuff. You see Robin Bird. Got to see Robin Bird.
The way
Freaking,
oh yeah, because it would clear up for that 3 seconds.
Yep.
Gotta be quick. But yeah, that 13-inch TV was 42 pounds.
Jesus.
If you felt like stepping it up, you could get this nice 19-inch TV with a nice remote and LED readout of the channel that you were on.
So I remember, you remember back in the day when you were a kid and you had the TV, a 19-inch, and your friends were like, "Damn, you're rich."
Yeah, you're like, holy shit. I remember the first TVs that went over 19 inches, and it was like, oh my God, that's insane. That's so big. But yeah, this 19-inch TV was 72 pounds, and you could have it for the low price of $519.
Yo,
that was on sale. That was $70 off.
And that's the crazy thing. $519 wasn't even half the paycheck some of the people got working. It was like freaking to get that TV. Like, you had to be rich. If you got a big TV, people were amazed that you had money.
Hey, layaway was a thing, man. Layaway was a thing.
Oh yeah, yes it was.
So as we work our way up here, here's another nice 19-incher from 1983, I believe, from the Sears catalog. Oh no, this is a 1980. This is a 1980 Sears catalog. Look at that readout there. You got the time. You were living a high because you not only had the channel you were on, you had the time on your. And TV
it was also a microwave oven built in too.
Yeah, and you had that beautiful faux wood grain on there as well. This lovely TV you could have for $589, and it was this was light. This was space age technology. It was only 66 pounds.
Well, when you're a kid, you can't pick that shit up. When you were a 10-year-old kid, I wouldn't pick
this. When you're an adult with a bad back, it's a pain in the ass because the tube and glass is in the front. And for you kids that don't remember what a TV was like before flat screens, they were completely imbalanced. So they would be, as wide as this screen, and all the weight would be front loaded. They were a bear to carry. If you could carry them. Because as we move up the chain, we start to get into some fun things that are not carryable in easy ways. So now we start to move up to the big boys. Here's a couple 25-inchers. Now, these bad boys came in at a nice hefty 180 pounds. They were entombed in wood, much like a dead body, and probably easier to move a dead body than it was any of these TVs. And again, low price. Again, $769 and $749.
This is why so many of our friends' mothers were type diesel, because they had to lift those things to clean and vacuum. Those are some big women.
That, or you would walk into somebody's house and you would see like a rectangular part of the carpet that was really, really clean. And you're like, oh, that's where you used to keep the TV. Because it never moved for years.
I'm telling you, like you said, when you get the house robbed, you need 3 or 4 people to rob these TVs.
Yeah, they were huge. I mean, look at that wonderful remote. You had 4 buttons. You had volume and channel.
Oh man, that was awesome back then.
You don't know how well you were living there. You didn't have to get up to change that. You could change that channel sitting on your couch.
Well, some people were the remote controls in their house.
Right? Yeah.
The kids were the remote controls.
Now, if that wood casket you had for your TV wasn't big enough for you, and you needed to stretch out because you wanted those extra speakers in your system, and you needed a little more weight, these lovely, and granted, these are only 25-inch TVs, by the way. They're only 25-inch TVs. This came in at a whopping 202 pounds for the low price of $839. Sorry, $839.88, which is $130 off at Montgomery Ward's back then. This is from the 1980 Montgomery Ward's Christmas catalog.
You see this? And I remember he's right. When you had a TV like this, it broke. You don't move that shit. You just put the other TV on top.
Oh yeah, you put the other TV on top. I would go to my grandparents. It was like some type of totem pole of TVs. They would you just keep putting them on top of each other.
Yes, Jeffrey, the magnet. I used to take the magnets out, put them on the screen, and used to take the color. I used to bend the color on the TV screen. Yeah, I used to do that a long time ago too. And you used to mess up the TV too.
And then your parents would come home and slap you in the head because they paid $839 for that.
You put a magnet on there, and you're moving the colors of the screen. Yep. I did that so many times. That's why I'm. That's why I'm wearing.
You got hit in the head with a.
Oh, dude! I got dropped in the head. I got hit in the head, kicked in the head.
And if you had a friend, if you had a friend whose parent had some money, had some cash, you might have seen one of these bad boys.
Ooh.
Oh,
These
yeah. Projection.
beautiful projection TVs, which
You were really rich. Yeah, one of these.
they were ridiculously large. You would have the screen there. You would have your red, blue, and green lights, which were, I don't know, each about a little bit smaller than a Frisbee, which would project the picture off onto the screen. Good luck if you had a couch to the side of any of these TVs, because you would not see anything. You had to have a nice, perfect direct in front view of these. This son of a bitch was a low price, $2,450, $500 off. So this was basically a $3,000 TV back then.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Right.
But look at that! Look at that remote. I mean, you could actually put in channels. You didn't have to go up or down for your channels. You could actually put in the channel for that. That was.
But it was only like 4
nice.
channels.
Oh no! This is.
You had 7, 11. You had 9. You had
15 to
4,
22
you had 5,
channels.
You had 2.
You had to hit the UHF spectrum, and you could get some extras there as well.
Yeah,
You could hook up your Betamax. You could hook up your Betamax to that and watch some movies.
I had the
There you
Betamax.
go.
I had
Now
that. I
we're
remember getting the Betamax. Betamax was like $600. I remember that.
Was it a top loader or a front loader?
It was the front loader, because I remember my Uncle Duke got one money spent. Like Dad, his name was Duke. So Uncle Duke, my dad, he won something. My dad asked him if he could buy us a Betamax. We got the Betamax, and the first thing my father got, Michael Jackson's Thriller on Betamax. Boom.
I'm pretty sure at this time, Terry, I think you could buy a Ford Escort for the same price as this TV.
If you find one,
probably right. Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I had a neighbor that had one of these. I remember going over there and be like, this thing is crazy. But this thing came in, it was 50 inches, which by today's standards is just kind of an average size TV. But this was 50 inches and weighed in at an incredible whopping 229 pounds.
Wow.
So, you needed multiple people. When these TVs would break and you had to get them out of your house to get a new TV, like Tom said, you either put the new TV on top of the old TV, or you had to have a lot of relatives come over to help you move stuff, because they were heavy.
Oh yeah.
So, that's what I got this week for a little back in time. Just a little history lesson for you kids out there that don't know how good you have it.
I liked it.
You know,
I liked it.
As small children, we weren't moving TVs around. And because your parents paid this much for these goddamn TVs, they were kept. It doesn't matter how bad that picture got. That TV was staying there until it was dead. You were not getting a new TV for quite a while.
When I moved into my aunt's house, we still had one of those big wood grain TVs in the house.
The big console ones, yeah.
And we moved in 2005. No, 2008. I'm sorry. We moved in 2008.
And they were real wood. I mean, it was like real. It wasn't like, oh, this is plastic with some. No, it was wood. Like these are veneer. These you got particle board, pressed particle board with veneer over them, and it still weighed 229 pounds. But
I will say that if you find them, there are some people out there that will take them and turn them into some pretty nice things, like dog places for your dog to sleep and things like that.
Because there were really, really big console ones too that would come with a stereo area for stereo and stuff like that.
Record players.
Yeah, it would be a full setup of equipment. But yeah, I mean, these things, especially this one, I mean, it sounded like a jet plane taking off when you turn it on.
So,
when it would start to warm up as well. Oh yeah. I'm sure it left X-rays of your impression behind if you stood in those lights too long as well. So that's what we got this week, kids.
Nice.
For our
That was great. That was great.
Fun little segment.
I liked it.
Yeah, a little something fun. If you guys haven't subbed up, please sub up at Rennavision, King of Nerds, Styx, my channel. Bruce, what you got going on this week for King of Nerds?
Please make sure you hit that like button, smash that like
do
button
that
because
too. Do that too. We
helps the
appreciate it.
channel.
Thumbs up. Who else is going to talk to you about heavy fucking TVs? Come on.
Yeah, man.
If you haven't checked out my On the Hunt series, DC Universe logo variants, the link is in the chat for episode 4. I appreciate you giving that series some love so other people can experience the love of DCU logo variants. And
Cosmic.
Fuck ton of fun I have searching for them and yelling at people. Also, I have the other comic book show on Sunday with Joe's Duelin, Fade. We cover hot covers for next week, review some comics, some FOC, some Golden Age slabs sales from Heritage, some keys that you might want to pick up to start your collection or you should have in your collection. Then here is some artwork that Dan Mora put out that's going to be coming out in the next few months.
The consummate professional Dan Mora.
Yeah. This is great. We get a Trinity special series going.
Nice.
I don't know if I like the yellow.
How's that?
I like the yellow.
I'm a sucker for a DC.
Little girl dressed as Robin.
That's Trinity.
That's trendy.
Oh, dressed as Robin?
Wonder Woman's daughter.
I know Wonder Woman's daughter, but who's Robin? The little girl, Robin.
Well, they used to let her dress up as a kid.
That's
Oh, okay.
Trinity through the ages.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then we have beautiful Wonder Woman cover from DCU's New History that's coming out, written by Mark Waid.
Nice. I love classic Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it's good.
Such a beautiful cover.
Dan Mora needs more love, man.
The
The
foot
guy
looks a
does.
little weird.
Guy does banging covers, does amazing interiors. Give a shout out to Dan Mora. Go over if he has an. I'm guessing he has an IG account out
Constantly
there
putting
somewhere.
out work
Feet
out there,
month
give him
after
some
The
month.
feet look a little weird. Look at the feet. I don't know.
They're fine.
You looking at the feet? Okay. Then we have this on New Gods. It's a great cover.
Right.
New Gods has been fun. The art in the interior art for New Gods has been really, really good.
I think this is New Gods. Might be New Gods. I hope it's New Gods. And then we have this. It's going to be a connecting cover.
Oh, there you go. That's fun whenever. It's nice to see a little Batman Beyond.
Yeah. Might be popping into the DCU. But this might be our first crossover of the year. Who knows?
Hmm.
But that is Dick
Love
Grayson as
crossovers.
Robin. Huh.
Nice. And you got Batman there, had bandolier straps on, a lot of pouches. A lot of very
Pouches.
Liefeld-esque.
Can't go wrong with pouches.
Yeah, he's pulling
Gotta
a
have
lot.
pouches.
Nice.
I'm trying to bring up another one. Let's see if this works. There we go. All right, get this off. Then we can bring up this bad boy. That's the full cover,
Oh, there you go.
connecting cover.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Well, I like it as a full, yeah.
Man, there's a lot
But it
going
says
on.
Justice League Unlimited number 8, connecting cover.
Man, there's a lot going on there.
Hmm.
Those are fun to look
Yeah,
at.
if that was a gatefold cover, I think they'd probably do better with it than having it connected with.
They don't do too many
Yeah.
gatefold covers anymore.
Nope.
No, they don't. They'll
No,
do
I
a
know they don't.
wraparound every now and then,
Yeah.
but
We might get
Yeah.
another wraparound with the new Godzilla and Kong versus DC again. Maybe we'll get a wraparound cover with that.
Yep.
yeah, I agree. I love Tedesco. Tedesco's good stuff. Dom, what do you and Styx have coming up for your wrestling show on Thursday?
Well, we just had a wrestling show last night. Thursday nights at 9 p.m. For all your wrestling needs. This week it was just me and Matt, Absolute Geek, off the mat. Thursday nights, if you love wrestling, come and get all your wrestling fun there. Styx was a no-show, unfortunately, but he'll be back this week. Actually, I might be a no-show this week coming up now because I have to work. But we go back to that show, watch it yesterday and Thursday nights, 9:00.
Get all your weekly wrestling updates that you need. And of course, here on Rennavision, if you don't watch it, you probably should, because it's right before our show, so it's easy just to watch it anyway. At 9:00, you get the CBSI Hot 10, where Pete runs down the 10 hottest books in the market, followed by us at 9:30 on the Qualified. Tomorrow night, you can catch the boys on SNS with Matt and Styx. You gonna be on tomorrow? Excellent.
I will be on.
And Styx, Matt, Sam, and you never know who else is going to pop in. You never know. It's SNS. That's the fun part. You never know who's going to pop in. Sundays for all your Star Wars needs. You can check out Tales from the Dark Side with Wayseeker, JJ, Dom, and Marco. And on Wednesday, as always, the flagship show, the Totally Awesome Coolest Show with Pete, Dub, and Marco, where they run down all the goings-ons in the comic world for the week. So check them out. There's some fun shows. But more importantly, watch us.
Yeah.
I don't know what we'll be bringing you next week. I know in a couple weeks, you're going to see me a little bit out of it. I am doing a show on the same day I am getting a colonoscopy. So,
Don't worry.
So we will. You'll see me probably a little bit out of it that show. So I don't know what kind of spotlight we're going to get. It's not going to be of my colon. We'll come up with something. We'll come up with something.
But, thank God.
But if you want to see me a little out of it, a little loopy, the April 4th show is probably the one to do it. So we really appreciate you all hanging out here. We really appreciate if you give us a little thumbs up is always nice. And again, feel free after the show in the YouTube comments, if there's something you want to see, the character you'd like spotlighted, an artist, something like that. Throw some suggestions in there because sometimes we run out of some ideas on some of these weeks sometimes, and it's nice to have a little fan favorite in there and show you guys what you like to see too. So thank you for joining us, boys. You all have anything else and wonderful to add to the mix?
Oh, I think that's it. And enjoy your weekend. Smash the like button. Make sure you watch SNS tomorrow and Absolute Geek on Thursdays. And we will see you guys next week. Same time, same bat channel.
See you.
The Qualified.